Hi, I'm going to try to get this one set in 10 minutes. We'll see. It's called Shortcut to Presence, and it's from 4/26/2010, the third one of the day. The Mayan day was 9 dog. Step into heart. Let's just get that out of the way right to begin with. Have you heard of heart math yet? If not, you should. Geez, I don't like that nasty word, should, but oh well. Any well-educated 21st century person on earth has at least heard of heart math, for it's the science involved in a legitimate study of heart. They make the science practical, with products even to help you achieve resonance. I'll provide links, of course, in the transcript. Greg Braden has become one of their keynote speakers, by the way. And it's time to give the heart its due. This is not the emotions or the feelings, though I'll admit it is somewhat touchy-feely. At least that's the way mind views it. Well, we're leaving mind for a bit, so let go of that. Drop down into your chest, right about live center, as opposed to dead center. Now, you've heard of grounding to the earth. Just taking a walk or standing, preferably barefoot, on the earth helps us to do this. To ground yourself to the heart, do this. Your attention is on heart space already. You're listening from there, remember? Now, stay in heart, but call up in memory the most special time you can think of, when your heart was simply filled to overflowing with the beauty of life, with love, with appreciation, joy, happiness, any of the divine feelings. Bring in that memory into heart space with you and just bask in it for about 30 seconds or so. Now, I'm not going to put those 30 seconds in here. You can do that on your own or push pause. Now, you've grounded in heart space. You've entered powerfully into it. Just sense that. How does it feel? Okay, now stay there. Just keep your attention in heart space. You don't have to keep the memory. You're grounded already. Just keep the location though. Now just do it. It won't hurt. On the Heart Math site, you can discover how this grounding exercise, which they call freeze frame, instantly elevates your IQ, at least for the time you're in heart. No, I won't explain. That's mind asking. Just tell it to hush, so you can listen and experience this. You can go to Heart Math later on. Said another way, ride my wave, my vibe. Get the sense of it, the feel of it. Yes, I know, mind protests like crazy at that. Just leave mind alone for a little while, okay? Let it freak out if it wants to, and it will, because this stuff scares mind. It is forever fearful of losing control, of not understanding something. You don't listen to it. Just don't for these few moments, and you'll be surprised at what you find out. Now, I'm going to give you a really cool visualization that you can use to keep anchored in heart even when you're listening to someone talk, like now. And this is pretty powerful because it's an image. Now, just imagine that you are a great big sun-shaped, as in spherical, smiley-faced being who resides in the central chest area. Smack that smile on the vision. That helps. Don't ask. Come on, just do it. Okay, now, on either side of the bright, shining, radiating, smiling sun that is you, place 2 great big ears. Yep, just do it. Okay, now, this is your visual, your image. You can center in that image, and you picture those great big ears, and you listen from there. Got that? Get the image, and drop down into that. Now, listen from there. The ears remind you to do that. Okay, that's what I get for letting go. The thing cruises off on its own. Okay. Whenever you hear your mind griping and groaning or freaking out, just refresh this image and take your place there again. Leave mind alone. It doesn't need your supervision. It'll do all right by itself for a bit. That's not you, by the way. Do you see that? How you're not the mind? If you can step out of it and observe it, then de facto, you're not it. Okay. It's much more a joint thing than you know anyway. There really is no such thing as a separate, encased and contained, encapsulated mind. It's a frequency detector. And just like the radio waves and the TV and the rest, thoughts ride certain frequencies. Yep, thoughts are things. Don't listen to mind now. Just stay in the heart image. Most thoughts are shared things. Some of us, and many more each day, are becoming aware of and able to use telepathy. But we do it all the time, just unknowingly. It's a simple fact of life, which, like so many other such simple facts, has somehow been robbed or hidden from us. Don't let it scare you. Them's just the facts. Now, for some, I may have already gone what they think is too far with this. That's not them, though. That's their mind. Their mind freaking out because it's losing control. Minds like to be quite in charge. That is, until they are trained. Just like a puppy, you can train your mind too. So let me share this before closing. You'll be learning a lot of things here, there, and everywhere in these journals, through others, and through life in general, if you're not heeding us precursors to awakening, singing our songs. So these things may sound freaky, but here's the deal. It is what it is. Just be in that heart, that bright, shining image, big ears open still, and be with this. It is what it is. All this stuff has been true, has been happening for a mighty long time. That's just the way of it. We've all had blinders on, but now they're coming off. So remember, it is what it is, and nothing has changed. It's just that now you're becoming aware of it. The world is not going to end now or ever. Of course, that depends on your definition of the word world, but let's not go there. That's mine trying to squeak in. Finally, let me share with you that the more of this stuff you stand, face, and deal with now, the less you will be, much less you will be freaking out later. Massive changes are oncoming, and to the extent that we've had our blinders on tight, we may not have been noticing them. This then is just a call to remove the blinders. You don't even have to give them away yet, not until you want to. You can just set them beside you, right near your hand, so you'll know they're there should you want to put them back on. That is, take up your old views once again. And the rest of you, you who are bored by me talking this way, guess what? You're not the only ones out there. Other people are frightened, thinking of other thoughts in their head and thoughts not their own. That's freaky when you first hear it. You would be too, in their shoes. So have patience. Get back in your heart, please. Know how I can tell some weren't in heart? Here is the heart is the ultimate place of patience and peace. We don't generally find this out right away. It creeps up on you one day and you just notice. So just know this. Anytime you're judging or being critical in any way, either of yourself or another, you're in the mind. Heart doesn't vibe that way, period. Okay, enough for now. More later. This is a lot to swallow for some, but they're our brothers, our sisters too, my friends. This trip's a little harder on some because they've been so busy working and earning a living, providing for, raising a family, and the rest, that they haven't noticed what's been going on behind their backs. Admit it, this stuff is hard to face up to at first. Existing on other dimensions that the microscope can't yet touch is a bit dicey for many. So let's give them their space. My call is for respect and honoring of each and every one by each and every one. You don't have to try to love them all, but you can respect them. Just give them both their space and the full right to run their life the way they see fit. You want that for you, then start giving it to everyone. Thank you. And I've got some footnotes here, a link to Greg Braden's author's page on Amazon, and a cool YouTube site where you can get a lot of his audiobooks to listen to free. And P.S. If you want to convert the smiley face image above for watching something instead of just for listening, then instead of the great big ears on it, put 2 great big eyes and maybe a pair of glasses on your smiley face. The glasses work great if you're both watching and listening, as you need ears to anchor them. So that visual anchors you in both. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Hi. I'm going to try to get this one set in 10 minutes. We'll see. It's called Shortcut to Presence, and it's from 4/26/2010, the third one of the day. The Mayan, that nasty word, should, but oh well. Any well-educated 21st century person on earth has at least heard of heart math, for it's the science involved in a legitimate way, and it's time to give the heart its due. This is not the emotions or the feelings, though I'll admit it is somewhat touchy-feely, at least that's the way mind views it. Well, it's study of heart. They make the science practical, with products even to help you achieve resonance. I'll provide links, of course, in the transcript. Greg Braden has become one of their keynote speakers. By the day was 9 Dog. Step into heart. Let's just get that out of the way right to begin with. Have you heard of heart math yet? If not, you should. Geez, I don't like